What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Quarantine Chronicles. Today we're going to talk about Olympic weightlifting, what it is, the correct vernacular, and the appropriate steps in which to approach how to learn how to do it. First things first, let's define Olympic weightlifting. It's not actually Olympic weightlifting. The term for this style of exercising is just weightlifting. That encompasses all your power movements like clean, jerk, and snatch, and push jerk. Now let's actually learn the correct vernacular. If someone's referencing a clean, that means the weight is coming from the floor into a full catch, meaning the weight is pulled from the floor, exploded up from the hips, caught in a front rack position, and squatted all the way to the floor. Now if you hear the term power clean, that means we're going to catch in what's called the power position, caught in a quarter squat. So it's important for people to know what they're referencing when using different terms. Now there's different ways to approach how to learn how to do Olympic weightlifting. People teach it different ways, but my mentor in grad school taught me the way that Coach Glenn Pendlay teaches it. You may recognize it from when you're looking at bumper plates and it says Pendlay on it. Now he teaches what's called a top-down approach. That means you're going to learn how to hinge first, then you'll go into the hang clean portion where you learn different variations. These variations will include learning how to do jump shrugs, power shrugs, high pulls, and eventually a catch. Let's identify the different parts of Olympic weightlifting. There's the first pull where the bar is pulled from the floor to the knee. There's the double knee bend where the bar crosses the knee. There's the second pull where the bar travels up the thigh, which also happens to be the highest velocity of this movement. There's the scoop where the bar is ejected from the hips as it goes up in the air while the body is dropping simultaneously. And then there's the catch, whether it be in a front rack position or above the head in a snatch position. Setting up the correct grip is also important. Setting up a power clean grip will be different for everyone. What you're going to do is move your hands out wide enough so that the bar is now hanging at about the mid-thigh. This means when you go for the second pull and you're using the hips to forcefully eject the bar upward, the bar will hit the place in which you're holding it. Generally, the mid-thigh or just above is ideal. The snatch grip is where you move your hands outwards far enough that it raises the bar up to the waistline or into the crease of the hip. This is the contact position for when the hips are forcefully exerted upwards. The bar will hit to create the highest velocity to move the bar up through the scoop into the catch. Top-down learning to me has been the most ideal way to learn. You learn from a hang and gradually move to the floor. The points on the body where the bar comes into contact with while hanging before learning to pull from the floor will be the mid-thigh, above the knee, below the knee, the mid-shin. Involved in that is the same dynamic we talked about earlier. You'll hit a shrug, a high pull, then a catch. You'll stay in the power position and gradually move your way down to the floor. This takes time to learn and time to accomplish. So start with your hang cleans, your mid-thigh pulls, your below knee pulls, then start pulling from the floor. Simultaneously, while not doing your weightlifting movements, you should be working on your front squat. The reason you want to do that is it's going to innately teach the catch position and give you confidence underneath the bar with the load. Eventually, when it's all put together with the steps that I highlighted earlier, you'll be pulling from the floor and catching all the way back on the floor. It's important to know that you're not using your shoulders to pull the bar up as high as you can. What you're actually doing is forcefully exerting your hips to project the bar upwards as high as it'll go while simultaneously dropping your body underneath, doing your best to catch as low as you can so the bar travels at the shortest distance possible. This is the most efficient and ideal way to gain mastery within weightlifting. It takes a long time, so don't get discouraged if you have a lot of trials and errors or a lot of trials and failures. Weightlifting is a form of exercise that does not come quickly. It takes a lot of skill and technique and a lot of time underneath the bar. Stick with it, keep your top-down approach, and earn your eventual mastery of the lift. If you'd like to discuss this further, you can email me, jeff@njfast.com, and go to our website, njfast.com. Continue to follow us on social media @njfast or give us a call, 732-251-5224. See you guys tomorrow.